this video, we are going to discuss about the factors determining the thing is living or non-living. So the main characters of living are growth, reproduction, metabolism, cellular organization, and consciousness. So the factor number 1, growth. Growth is increase in mass or number is the character of growth. As you can see in this picture, the seed is grown to full mature flowering plant. Growth is a result of metabolism. If anabolism is greater than catabolism, this is growth. If catabolism is greater than anabolism, this is negative growth. For example, osteoporosis in bones. This is decreased bone density in old age persons. Growth are of two types. Number 1, intrinsic growth. Growth from inside of the body, which is seen in living organisms. B, extrinsic growth. Growth from outside. For example, accumulation of material on any surface in non-living things like glaciers and the mountains, as the layers of snow or sand continuously accumulate on glaciers and mountains for their growth. So, intrinsic growth is the determining factor of living being. So, the factor number 2, reproduction. Reproduction is the production of new individuals for continuation of species. In unicellular organisms, growth and reproductions are synonyms. As you can see in this picture, amoeba, as it grows, it divides in two daughter cells as the growth and reproduction at the same time. Reproduction is not found in non-living objects, but it cannot be defining property of living because there are many living organisms that cannot reproduce, like mules and the sterile human couples and etc. It doesn't mean that any organism is not reproducing, he is not living. Factor number 3, metabolism. Sum total of all the chemical reaction occurring in our body is called as metabolism. All the unicellular or multicellular organisms perform metabolism. No non-living object shows metabolism, but most of the chemical reactions in our body, we can also perform them in test tubes. Factor number 4, cellular organization. All living organisms are composed of cells. Some are unicellular, some are multicellular. So, cell is the basic unit of life. Unicellular organisms are capable of independent existence and performing essential functions, whereas anything less than the complete cell doesn't ensure the independent existence, like viruses. Viruses are living inside its parasite body and non-living outside it. Factor number 5, consciousness. Consciousness is the ability to sense or respond to environmental stimulus. Consciousness is the most obvious and technically complicated feature of living being. Plants also sense and respond to external factors like flowering in a particular season, that's called photoperiodism, and the hormonal responses like release of ethylene gas for the ripening of the fruits. Due to developed nervous system and the supreme level of skills of the communication, human is the only one who is self-consciousness. So it's all about the factors that determine the thing is living or non-living. Thanks for watching and keep supporting.